Hey everyone, it's Cardboard the Collector coming to you with another video. And this time we're going to be doing it on the Mezco 112 Collective Rumbler and Death Adder. So as you can see here, this is our first big vehicle offering from Mezco, and man, what an offer. Also came with a figure, so the price wasn't, price-wise, a lot of people was complaining about it. Me, I don't think it was that bad considering what you get and considering what we've paid for in the past with stuff. I think this was fair, honestly, because I mean, if you subtract the price of the figure, which Mezco sells, figures like this. I mean, he doesn't have as many accessories as most sometimes. Most of them does, but I'd say that they probably sell this Death Adder anywhere from 100 to 116. In saying that, you subtract that from the price of the vehicle is actually not that bad of a price. So, that's just my opinion. I know a lot of people probably wouldn't agree with that, and they, think it costs too much and everything like that. And that's fair. I mean, that's your opinion, and everybody's entitled to it. So, anyways, let's get out of the way. Let's get into the vehicle. I'm going to move Death Adder here to the side. We're going to focus on the vehicle first, and then we'll move into the figure. So, as you can see here, a big, beautiful vehicle. I mean, she is gorgeous. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. All the way to the side here. Sorry for the slow turn. Wish I had some sort of turntable to probably make it easier, but this is my first time filming something this big. As you can see the back here, I mean, it's so nice. I mean, Mezco did a wonderful, wonderful job on this vehicle. I mean, just wonderful job. So normally we would after with our figures we would go into articulation. Well, I know what you're thinking. Vehicles, how can you do articulation? Well, you can do that with the fact that there are some movable parts on this vehicle. So let's kind of start around here. So up top here, starting off, I'm gonna raise the camera just so slightly. There we go. So starting off up here, you have a ball joint here. And this does come off because you have another part that it can replace with it. And this part actually right here comes off also. Is pegged into right here. So it allows you to kind of get some movement up here with the Gatling gun. You can swerve it and everything. And then right here you have a safety hatch. And this, you open this up, and this is how your person, oops, dropped a piece. This is how your person will actually stand at the Gatling gun in order to shoot it. Sorry guys, I was trying to find that piece I dropped. It was a piece to the, oh there it is. It was an actual little piece to the rumbler here that we'll get into in a second. But yeah, so you open that hatch and you can put a guy in there, and let's see, I'll just put Death Adder in there. So you can see he stands up real good and nice and tall, and he can hold on to the Gatling, to the guns here really easily, to the handles. So got that. You can see this nice, big, kind of bendable antenna. I wouldn't suggest bend it too much. I don't think it would break, but you never know. It comes separately. You can also pull that off. You have these ladder here that also is removable. As far as articulation for the other parts of the vehicle itself, all of this, pretty much anything you see up here can come off. There is an open hatch. I'm going to remove the Gatling gun for now, just so I can kind of move that over. There is a hatch up here that opens, and I have the hardest time sometimes, and it's just because of my big meat hooks here, of opening some of this stuff, so I'm going to use my little tweezers. So as you can see right up here, that opens. And so you can set stuff and set the figures inside there, or make it a little easier to put them into the driver's seat and stuff if you want to. Then right here, all the doors open. So these right here open from the inside. And then the side doors here, when they open, they actually open. Well, that's part of the feature. We'll show you in a second. They actually open out like that. Some suicide-like doors. And I know it's kind of hard to see in there, but if you can see the seats here. and then you have the seats inside. You have the room inside here, and these parts right here that actually fold up and make more seats. So you can fold them back down to give them more room in there. And as you can see, the tube coming down through here for the for where you're standing up here. So those sides open, and then if we move to the back here, the back opens up also. There we go. And you can move these doors. I'm gonna bring the camera back down. There we go. And these doors open in the back right here. You can get a nice back shot. Like I said, you can still see the tube and everything. You can get a nice back shot inside there. So a lot of moving parts on here, man. Like, it's really cool. I really dig what they've done here with this thing, man. Like, it's just super nice. Super, super nice. Okay, so now on the same spectrum here of movable stuff, the last little bit of articulation I want to show is you have and I don't know if you can really pick this up, but the wheels have some shock absorbers here, so they do bounce. All of them kind of have that like a bounce to it, and they do like move down and kind of spring back up. So that's really cool. That's really like, you know, how like a real vehicle has that kind of feature with the shocks. And then I believe, yes, right here, the hood opens ever so slightly. You can see a little bit of the motor and stuff in there. It's not, none of it's painted or anything, and I'm sure if you wanted to go in there and paint it, you could. That's up to you. Now, so past articulation with this vehicle, the next thing I want to show is the features here. As you can see right here on the bottom, there's these buttons. And I'm going to switch this bad boy on, and we're going to get into what each of these buttons do. Now, so the first one, as you can hear, is a little motor. So what that is you have a towing cable hook right here. And I just kind of rolled mine up in there a little bit. So I'm going to use my trusty tweezers to get that bad boy out. Well, there we go. So as you can see here, you have a little rope that extends very far. You can see there's a lot of length of string here. It's got a towing cable hook here. So what you're going to do is you're going to press this button right here, and that thing just reels right back up, man. Like, that is so cool to me. Oh, he caught my tweezers. It did its job. It did what it was supposed to. That's cool. Yeah, so there we go. See that? So that rolls up like that into there. That's the first little feature. So the next feature here, the next button we have is the lights here for the front and the back of the vehicle. What I'm going to go ahead and do, there's a second button here. I'm going to go ahead and turn the lights on that lights up the inside also, so we can just get a full 360 of everything. So there we go. There's the lights inside the vehicle. As you can see, there's lights here, and it lights up the vehicle really well. No lights in the dash here, but I mean, now you can see a lot of the sculpting and stuff that they did in here. The wheel moves. It's got a nice little symbol there. You can see all the gauges. Probably I don't think it came with any stickers. I didn't see any in mine if it did. But I'm sure you can probably get some stickers or something like that to put into the gauges. Inside here they have like a computer on board. I don't know if you can see that there, like a little computer, like keyboard looking thing there with some controls right there. There's even cup holders, man. Like that, that's some awesome detail. And like right here, we was talking about the seats do move up and down, so you can lay them down for more storage, more room. And then coming here, you can see the taillights. Here's the taillights, nice bright red looking taillights here. That looks so good. And then the front, we're gonna move around to the front here so you can see the headlights. And then there's the headlights of the vehicles, nice bright yellow lights, man. They look so good. I mean, it's just, oh, it looks so good. I can't sing this thing's praise enough, man. I love this vehicle, dude. I love it so much. So I'm gonna switch all this off now. Alright, and then we're just going to go over here and we're going to switch that off. It takes 3 AAA batteries, so not too bad in the long run. as far as pieces, as far as, you know, batteries, stuff like that, you know. So moving on to the rest of the vehicle here. So each of these panelings do come off, and then each of them has this color tint of a windshield below it, like a greenish blue clear tint. So you can remove these, you can remove the ones in the back. But like, so all the side doors, the back doors there, and then the front up here, this one is removable also. I'm not going to remove all of them on camera because that would take too much time, but as you can see here, mine's that side's kind of already lifting up right there. Snap that back in place. And then this front grille right here is actually removable. And when you remove it, there's two little peg holes here. So let's go ahead and, while we're talking about that, we're going to get into some of the accessories. So the front grille is removable, and when you do remove it, you have this little license plate here. It says Rumble Society Rumbler, or Rumble, and it's got FU, the middle finger on it. I love this thing. But you can only put it on with when the grill is off. I kind of hate that because I kind of want to have I like the grill aspect on there, so I kind of want to leave that on there, but and have my plate also. But you know, as the old saying goes, you can't have your cake and eat it too. So we'll move the rumbler back here a little bit. There we go. Now for me, as far as my display, I kind of want to keep this stuff on there, but I kind of don't, like as far as the window stuff like that. I might end up taking those off, but for right now, I'm gonna keep them on there because it gives that kind of tactical vehicle-esque look. I think later on I might take them off and just keep the front portion on there and just take all those off because, you know, I don't know. But sometimes it's like, yeah, it looks cool, but at the same time it's like, you know, I'm seeing them fly through the streets of the city in the Rumbler. I don't see that kind of, I don't feel like they would have that, but I don't know. Who knows? We'll see. I don't know how I'm going to display it. So first thing you get with this thing, you have a swappable portion with the Gatling gun here is a rocket pod missile launcher. And that just plugs right into the ball joint up here, just like the Gatling gun did, and it's movable. So just like the Gatling gun is, you can move it all around. And then I'm gonna take it off so I can. So then you also get these effect pieces. So each one of these missiles right here, there's four. There's four of the same missile up top, four of the same missile at the bottom. So you get 8 different missiles. They all do come out. And then I'm going to take this little one out. As you can see here, that's what this one, the bottoms look like. You can push that back in. And then these ones up top, well, this one's stuck. There we go. This is what they look like at the top. The only difference in them is that the shape of the top of the missile, as far as some of the looks. You can see this one's more rounded off up here. This one's kind of got more of a flat looking, roundish look to it. But anyways, so if you can take any of the missiles out, and when you do, you have this effect piece right here, which allows you to plug into that missile hole. So you can plug that in there, and then you can take that missile and plug it to the very tip of it up here. There's holes in each little missile. So then it gives the effect that the pod launcher is firing one of the missiles. I think that looks super cool. And what they did here too to show like when the like the missile pod launcher is kind of heating up or overheating a little bit, they have these like smoke effects where it's like heating up and oh, just dropped it. But it has these smoke effects to show. I'm gonna try to put them in here off camera. Sometimes I have a little bit of a fuss with them here. There we go. But they just plug in like that, so it's like when they're firing the missile off, it's like the momentum is, or the pressure's building up and like, you know, releasing back here as it's firing. So that is really cool. And then that's everything that comes with the Rumbler. I think everything's really great, man. Like I love all the offerings we get with the Rumbler here. And with the Gatling gun, these are removable. Now I will say that mine had trouble fitting in. Now this side stayed in okay, that's good. This part right here did not want to stay in, the smaller part, but with the empty shells. So I ended up, just because it's my Rumbler and I don't care, because I'm keeping it, I ended up super gluing both of mine on each side in. So I mean, I don't see a reason to ever take them out, honestly, unless they break. I mean, if they tear apart or something like that, that's gonna suck. But I'm sure that I can buy another piece for them somewhere at some point in time. I mean, hell, I might even get another rumbler at some point. I don't know. Who knows? But anyways, so that's it for the rumbler. We have went through everything there. So next, I think we should go ahead and get into Death Adder here. So let's go. Oh, comparison. I'm sorry. After accessories, we always go to comparison. The only comparison I really have here, the other Mezco offering of a vehicle we have, is the motorcycle here. And as you could see, how they stack up against each other. The motorcycle definitely a lot smaller, but I mean, this thing scales perfectly as far as how I feel like it should. Like the motorcycle just looks like it should, I feel like, against the R.U.M.B.L.R here. But that's, the only other Mezco offering we have here as far as a vehicle. And all the motorcycles, the Ghost Rider ones, the ones that come with Gomez, they're all the same, except for the look. So I'm just going to use that one. Anyways, so let's, because it's going to be a long video, I'm trying to go ahead and move through here. Let's go ahead and get into Death Adder here. So here is our Death Adder. Move the camera down slightly for him. So as you can see, he's a good looking figure. I like the way they, well, I feel like every time I move my camera, I can never get it completely back adjusted right. There we go. I like the way that they did him here. So the big difference here, and I haven't read the comic, and I don't know what I mean, mine didn't come with a comic. I don't think it was supposed to, but I'm not sure what the story is or why he got his arm like this now. But I mean, he looks good. They have the nice jacket. They have the sleeve cut out here. It's very Winter Soldier-esque. But you got a nice leather jacket here with the hazard symbol on the back, the camo boots. I mean, the camo pants down to the boots. The nice gun holster. I love how they did this gun holster with the straps and the bungee kind of. Oh my god, I can't think of my words aren't coming to me. But the stretchy like material here that they're using for the gun holster here, it's really nice. They did a good job. Now, this gun's in mine, but it did not come in it. It's one of the guns that comes with him. I just put this one in here, in the holster. But we'll get to that in a second. Articulation wise with this guy, just like the other before. It's got the neck and head articulation, side to side, all the way around, crack the neck. Arms can 360. This one 360. So this one, since we don't have any hindrance of a sleeve, this one, it can get all the pose. Now it hits the T pose. The other arm can get up a little bit higher to the Y pose. This one doesn't. It kind of stops right here because of the way the arm's made. But it can definitely hit T pose, no problem. With this arm, like I said, you can 360 it. You have the bicep swivel up here. You have the bicep rotation up here. Double jointed elbow. You got the ball joint at the wrist, and then it can 360. Mine's a little loose feeling, but not too bad. As you can see, it's the same arm they use for the Hawk P90. So that's really cool. And then this arm, you got the double joint elbow in that. The ball joint at the wrist, and then the wrist pivot also. Then articulation, I do have an ab crunch, and you do have an ab crunch here, and you have waist rotation, so he can bend down about that far. He can go back about that far. You can really see that. Hey guys, sorry about that. My phone battery decided to die right when I was doing the articulation, so we're gonna jump back in right here. Where we were at. So I just had done the waist and ab articulation. So moving forward down here, you have upper thigh rotation up here, double jointed knees, top of the boot cut right here. You got movement there. Then you have the ankle right here. It goes up about that far, down about that far, and it can side to side with an ankle pivot. So yes, there is the complete articulation there for Mr. Death Adder here. So now we're going to jump into comparisons Oh, no, I'm sorry, not comparisons. See what happens when the video cuts out? You lose where you're at and you forget what you're doing. We're going to go into accessories. So accessories, we're going to start with hands because there is no extra heads that come with it, like the other Death Adder. You can swap the heads with these. It's the same color. The only difference is going to be is right here. The eye is gold to match the arm and the rest of the aesthetics. And the eye on the original Death Adder is red. So starting off, let's go with the hands here. So we're going to start with his regular hands. You have these open palm blade hands here. You have the gripping hands to hold something. And then we have the shooting hands here. So you can shoot his gun. Moving to the other side, we have here a gripping hand where he can hold stuff. We have a open kind of splayed kind of hand right here with a thumb out like that. And then we have this kind of action pose here where it looks like he can hold a cigar maybe as he's smoking. So those are all the hands. Let's move next into some of the weapons here. So I have, like as I showed you a while ago, I got one of the guns in his belt where you get two of those guns. Here's the other one. Here's what they look like. And just like all the other ones, they can go back, just like every Mezco weapon here. They are the same gun. And with those, with that gun, you also get a Uzi here. Oh, I say it. And then you have clips that go with each of the guns. Here's the one that goes with the Uzi, and here's the one that goes with the pistols. You get two of those for the pistols, one for each. And well, you know what? Now you got me. I'm gonna question myself. Is it? Yeah, it's the same gun. Okay. Because I'm sitting there questioning myself, and I was like, is it the same pistol? I'm like, yeah, it is. And for those, you also have a silencer here that can go on all of those. And then you have his hook blades here, like he has with the like he had with his first rendition. You can see the little snake on there. That's really cool. And then last but not least, you have two of these cigars with a smoke. As Death Adder is a cigar man, and we're here for it. I love it. So that's all the accessories he comes with. Not that many as it comes with the first one, but considering you're getting him with the vehicle and everything, I think that's that's plenty. That's fine. That's all we need. So now let's move into comparisons. Like I said first, so the first two comparisons I have is going to be the original Death Adder here. And he looks a snag bit taller than that one. And then for the arm comparison here, we're going to have the Hawk P40. Now, I don't have the other version of Hawk P40 with the golden arm, so that one would probably match this one a little bit better. Now, the only difference is you can see there's like this padded, there's like a shoulder pad up here on that Hawk P40 arm. But if you remove that, it looks just like this arm right here, and all the rest of it has the same aesthetic as that arm. So here's, you can see the kind of views of the mesh between all of them. It's like a big mash of them right here, and I think it looks really good. I like it. Now I'm ready to see what happened and how he got this arm. Hopefully we'll get to see that at some point. But I'm gonna move these to the side. Next comparisons. Of course, we need to have him here with the Hazard Gomez, our other Hazard Squad team member, one of my favorite Gomez's. And then, what's a Hazard team without somebody to fight? Here he is with my Squatch. So you can kind of see how all those line up there. So I'm going to take those away. Move them. And just for a few other comparisons here. Here he is with a Mezco Me. So you can kind of see how those stack up, and I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna do a review at some point on this head and tell y'all about the great dude that made my customs here. Next, let's do some Marvel Legends and kind of other lines here. Here we are with the Marvel Legends Maximum Series Spider-Man, and here we are with the G.I. Joe 6-inch scale series. It's the Firefighter they just released. So you can kind of see where they kind of line up with, if he wants to team up with some Joes, some Marvel heroes, you can kind of see where he lines up with them. And they all look really good together. Let's see. Let's move. So the last two comparisons here I have. Here he is with the 1,000 Toys Master Chief, and then here he is with a Mythic Legions. Because, like I said, you never know in your worlds where they might travel, where they might end up at, and who they might team up with. Again, I'd like to see the Hazard Squad, and I think they look cool with fight with Master Chief. I think that'd be kind of cool at some point. Yeah, that'd be. It's your world. Do what you wish with it. So that's it, man. That is it for the comparisons here. So overall, this offering is amazing. I really dig the Rumbler, the Death Adder, man. Like, he's cool. Oh, and like I said, I meant to do this during the comparison, but the one thing I was going to show is before I forget, the eyes are different. You can see it's a different color. This Death Adder's got the red. This one's got the gold to match the aesthetics of the arm. And he only came with the open mouth head so he could hold a cigar, whereas this one has like the interchangeable heads and eye patches. I think this eye patch was actually built in and made in, whereas this one kind of, as you can see, that's another difference in the heads. This one can come off, which I don't know why they made this one to come off. I'm sure there's a reason, but I really don't care to have it removed. I mean, if he's supposed to have it, he's supposed to have it, unless you had something to plug in there. And I can't remember if he does have something to plug in there. I don't know. But I'd rather would have had it like this. But anyways, so with that aside, like I said, this is a great offering. I really like it. If you can get your hands on them, I suggest to highly do it if you're a Mezco fan, especially. Even if you're not a Mezco fan, the R.U.M.B.L.R would be a great vehicle for any of your 6-inch figures. I know I didn't just realize I really didn't show them getting in there very well, but let me do that right quick while I'm thinking about it. I'm telling you, I'm off my game a little bit now. I have to use my tweezers, but they fit into these vehicles really well. And because Mezcos are, they're pretty sizable figures, but like, you can do it kind of through the top up there. Like me, I just kind of try to line them up in there. It's hard to do a little bit on camera, but just kind of angle them in the right way, and then boom, there you go. And he sits in there perfectly. They can reach the steering wheel and everything. Like, there's no problem. So I mean, like, yeah, I mean, this thing's great. So I mean, you can get multiple any 6-inch figures here, and of course they're not going to fit scales like McFarlane and stuff like that. But if you want them for your GI Joes, for your Battleverse, for anything like that, any kind of Marvel Legends, whatever, this thing can fit them, man. Like, it's really cool. It's kind of up there with the Hasbro offerings, with some of their stuff for the G.I. Joe line. But I mean, I really dig this as far as everything goes. So, in saying all that, I hope you enjoyed the review. If you didn't enjoy the review, I hope that you at least found it educational and informative. If you did enjoy it, though, please like, comment, share my video, subscribe. One small click of a subscription button for you is a big click for me. I'm trying to reach 500 viewers. That's my goal. It's been my goal now for a while since I started this channel. I'm very close. I think we're at 465 as of the last time I checked. So we're right there, man. We're like 35 away. We're so close. And then once we get to 500, of course, I want to push more. But once I hit 500, that'll really help my channel and to get out there, and maybe we can grow from there. And I appreciate y'all growing with me. I really do. My social media is in the description below. I have Facebook and Instagram and Threads. I post pictures all the time. I post pictures of my reviews. Usually the ones I use for my reviews, I post them like a week later. And then I also post pictures in the meantime between now and then. Just random figures I take pictures of when I'm doing my photos and photography, just whatever the mood strikes me. And I'm taking multiple pictures of different stuff. So, and I collect a lot of different lines. So, you'll see a lot of different pictures and kind of stuff. But, Mezco is my favorite. I will say that off top. But, I mean, if you've been watching any of my channel, you probably know that by now. So, anyways, this video has gotten long, especially since the battery cut off and I had to go back in with this one. This one's already hitting 10 minutes, so it's going to be a long video. Anyway, so let's go get off with it here. I just want to say that I'm hoping that you're having a great day, great night, wherever you're at. I hope that you're safe, and I hope that your collecting will always be fruitful. Later, guys.